If you're a coach, course creator, or a personal brand builder, you could be making a huge rookie mistake when it comes to trying to sell your products. You got to avoid this mistake when you're selling anything online. Making it will cause you to lose 90% of the sales you might otherwise get. So I'm going to show you how not to be like all of these other rookies and show you how to fix this mistake inside of a single day. So the other day I was watching Dan Henry's YouTube channel, which is fantastic, by the way. He has this new series where he roasts other entrepreneurs and you get to watch and see what mistakes they're making and then apply them to your own business. And he had this dude on there that needed help growing his coaching business. And so Dan started the interview like he always does with the same questions. Who do you help? And what problem do you help them solve? And this guest said, I help people fix their mindset. And Dan said, fix their mindset so that they can do what? And the guest said, so they can take action. And then Dan, who was starting to get frustrated, said, take action so that they can do what? And then the guy said, so that they can achieve their goals. And by this time, Dan was pissed off and he was like, what goals? And the guy couldn't really answer that. He was kind of all over the place, helping people with a bunch of different stuff. Then Dan looks at the guy's wall behind his video camera, and there was all these gold medals and those little bibs from when you run like a race. And he said, what is all that? And the guy said, oh, well, I run Ironman races. And Dan said, let me guess. You help people with their fitness. And he said, yeah, most of my clients that I have been getting have been wanting to get into shape. And then Dan helped him realize that most of those clients were men between 25 to 45. He took the guy from jumping on a call with him saying, I help people with their mindset, to I help men 25 to 45 years old get in shape. And can you see how vastly different those two are? I hope I don't need to tell you which of those two would be easier to sell. And so the biggest mistake that coaches and course creators and personal brand builders are making is they talk about things that are upstream of that tangible end result that they deliver for their clients. For example, the guy was talking about fixing your mindset so you can take action to achieve your goals. But all those things are upstream of the tangible end result of getting a fit body, getting in shape. And so what you want to do to avoid the rookie mistake, to avoid the mistake that guy was making, is you have to figure out what your tangible end result is. In this guy's instance, it was helping men get fit. And then that needs to be pulled to the front of your messaging so that when you're talking about your product, all of the messaging around that is about getting fit. It's about getting in shape, getting six-pack abs, losing weight. On the sales page, you could have, module 2 is mindset and action taking and goal setting, because that's an important part of achieving that end result, but it's not the end result. Those things should happen once somebody's already inside of the coaching program. People aren't going to take their credit card out and swipe it and pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for mindset help. They're going to pay for the end result. So it's mindset help so that they can what? Nobody just wants to elevate their mindset so that they can sit on the couch with their new mindset. They want to take that and apply it to getting better tangible results in their life. And usually those results fall into one of 3 categories: health, wealth, or relationships. And when it comes to figuring out your tangible outcome, that's the first stop. You have to pick one of those big 3 markets. And the way that you do is you really look at, how am I spending my own time personally? What do I genuinely care about the most in my own life? If you looked at me, I'm working on my business all the time, right? So my big 3 is wealth. And from there, you drill down to a more tangible end result. Now I'm going to give you some examples of tangible end results in each of the big 3 markets. First up, we have health. You could help people lose 10 pounds, clear your skin of eczema, or gain 10 pounds of muscle. Within the market of wealth, you might help people create $2,000 per month in passive income, buy your first small business, or grow to 10,000 YouTube subscribers. Within the market of relationships, you might help someone find a partner after divorce, marry their soulmate, or make 3 lifelong friends. Okay, so now that you know why a tangible outcome is so important to speak to in your marketing, and you have an idea of what that looks like. I've given you some examples. Let's dive deeper into figuring out what your tangible end result is going to be. And I'm going to take you through a process that my clients love. This process will help you discover the best tangible outcome that you can deliver in your products right now. Step number 1 is to make a list of all the tangible outcomes that you could possibly get for a client. Step number 2 is to score each outcome on a scale from 1 to 10 in 2 different categories: in how excited you would be to work with clients to help them get that outcome, and in terms of how confident you are in your ability to get that outcome for someone else. Then you'll have 2 scores for each outcome. Add those up and see which outcomes have the highest total scores. Usually you'll have 1 or 2 that are head and shoulders above the rest. And this is screaming at you the outcome that you would be best served to start delivering to other people. The reason why we score it that way is because we want you to have a lot of passion for the thing that you're helping people do, and we want you to have confidence in your ability to do it. Passion means you're going to have fun. Confidence means you're going to be able to sell it. We want you to have fun and make money. Don't pick an outcome that you have not either gotten for yourself or someone else. That's just unethical, and you're not going to be able to sell it. And I have to say, one of the coolest things about writing a book to grow your business is it forces you to produce that tangible end result, because that has to be the concept of the book. Like we talked about earlier, your book's not going to be another mindset book. It's just, it would drown in the ocean of mindset books that have already been published. I have a client named Susie who came to me not really sure about the tangible end result that she would deliver. We looked at her own story and found that the thing she had done was actually help her kids recover and thrive from being part of a marriage where there was abuse. And once she left the marriage, she helped them, rebound. She wrote her book about how to help kids recover and thrive after being in an abusive situation. Then she was able to adjust her back-end coaching program to match that book. And that's how you do it, right? If you want to write a book, it should be about the same thing that your coaching program is about. So a lot of the times when I work with clients on writing their book, they actually get more clear on what the tangible end result of their book is, and it informs the entire suite of other programs that they have. So writing a book is one way to figure out what we're talking about in this video. If you want my help writing a client getting book for your business, just fill out the Typeform survey. There is a link down below. I'm also going to link that Dan Henry video that inspired me to make this video so you can watch that guy get roasted. And lastly, if you want to learn more about this concept of growing your coaching or brand with a book, you can learn how I made $90K in my very first year coaching from a book. But I have to tell you, it wasn't just any old book. It was packaged in a very specific way. If you want to learn how I did that, check this video out. Subscribe if you found this valuable. I really appreciate all of you who have subscribed recently and are supporting me in this time when I have this tiny YouTube channel, but I'm trying to figure it out. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video.